All right, today is a more serious video. We have got a significant chance of major tornadoes here. We're kind of in the heart of it today. I'm not looking forward to this. I really used to love having severe weather here. Now I hate it. After seeing some of the things we've seen a little too close for comfort, I think I've finally matured fully. But what we're doing instead is we're preparing for the worst possible scenario where it gets too close. So what I've done here is everything that was outside that could be blown away, even big things like this big oil container, could be blown away. The tornado can do some crazy things. Like you would think that these large objects wouldn't be able to be pushed. Oh, it's nothing for a tornado. Tornadoes can lift up semis. So that's all been brought in. Everything outside that isn't anchored or isn't extremely heavy is going in. So it's here in the barn, and then we've got more stuff in our pool shed. And then we've got some of the larger objects underneath our porch. So out of basically the wide open area. All right, come in, hurry. All right, we are in my bathroom here at the lowest level of our home. It's in the middle of the house. So we want as many walls between us and the outside, the exterior. So that's to protect us from all that stuff wanting to pummel us like we're in a blender. So I'm telling you, just basic things could save your life. Helmets, motorcycle helmets. Us mini bike riders and motorcyclists, we have the advantage. We already have a helmet, most likely on hand. We've got 3 of them. We've got a lantern here, and then we've got gloves, and then boots. Just an hour of preparation can make a huge difference in your survival and also knowing your safe spots. Now, if you're in a mobile home, get out. Just go to a low-lying spot out in the field or somewhere, a ditch, or try to find a substantial structure, preferably one that has an underground bunker or something that's underground. If you're in a car, get out, get to a ditch if you're on the road. For us, we've removed everything outside that could fly around, and then I've let everybody know here that our safe spot is here. So I'm going to be monitoring everything overnight because this is supposed to be an overnight thing. I hate this. I'm going to lose a lot of sleep. So in this bathroom, what we would do is we have blankets right outside the door. We can grab those real quick, but the bathtub is the preferred spot if we really have no choice. So you sit down here. The bathtub's right there, and it's clean bathroom, so it's always nice to take shelter in a clean bathroom rather than a dirty one. That's why it's important to keep your bathroom clean. I take pride in keeping my bath clean. So there's the helmets. We got a triangle and an ILM. We've got this little Duracell torch lamp, and it's got different modes. And it's also solar. It's solar powered. It can charge your phone. Oh, there you go. You've got the phone charger there. Solar. It takes those big batteries, but it also has a built-in rechargeable battery too. I know this is absolutely ridiculous being in here for a video, and I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm only doing it because I care about y'all, and a lot of people live in areas prone to tornadoes, big tornadoes, and so this is my own PSA of how to just be safe. And maybe somebody can learn something, so this is why the video is being done. All right, here is my personal recharging station for a lot of my gadgets and gear. I have an EcoRiver 3 or something I got at Costco, and it's connected to 2 100-watt solar panels outside. That's the cable going out the window, and it works great. I've had it for about a year now. So it is very overcast outside. We're only generating about 10 watts of power from the panels. So on a beautiful sunny day, we get 100 watts out of each panel as advertised. They're type N panels. They're 25% efficient. They're calcin solar panels, and they were reasonably priced. I attached them to some solar panel mounts and kind of DIY'd it, put some big stones to hold them down. And here is my Anker portable battery bank here. It is charging from this battery, which is being charged by the panels, and you can see it in real time here, charging at about 9.2 watts. One of the most critical things you could ever invest in for your safety during bad weather is a weather radio. This is a Midland weather radio, so I bought this at Bass Pro Shops.
Visit our website via weather.gov/IWS.
This will alert us to any warnings, watches, advisories. And this is portable. I'm gonna unplug it from power here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this with me throughout the day. And it'll only be used if we actually need to go into shelter. I have 2 of these actually. All right, so we just had a time zone change, so I've got to update the time on one of these, but here's the one I use. It's right next to my bed, and this is the one I'm going to be listening to before anything happens. If something happens, guess what? We're going to switch over to this one. It's got brand new, fresh batteries in it, and we're going to bring it around wherever we need it so that we can get updates. All right, so let me describe the weather. It's very sticky out. It's very humid. It's not crazy warm. It's in the 60s. But you can just feel the stickiness in the air. It feels kind of like you're near a swamp in the middle of summer. It's just like you take a shower, you come out, and you just feel all dirty again from just the crazy sticky moisture in the air. That's what it feels like right now, and that's not good. There are the calcium panels. Got my custom mount here. There's here. And then it is very overcast. There's the bottom side of this. Oh. Calcium, yep, I'm right.
With a 20%. National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 37, effective until 2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Wednesday, or 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time Wednesday.
Guys, there is a tornado like probably 25 miles from here, a big one. We're getting ready to go down. Shit's hitting the fan.
At 9:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 8:50 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Hamlet, or near Knox, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, damaging tornado. Source, emergency management confirmed tornado. Impact, you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. The tornado will be near Hamlet and Kuntz Lake around 8:55 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Walkerton around 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Donaldson, Tyner, and Grovertown. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a tornado warning.
right, initiate shutdown sequence. Turn off everything. I'm gonna flip the main power switch on my power supply. There we go.
The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
All right, next day we've made it through the storms. I'm so glad, but there are some branches down here and there that we've got to clean up now. It got pretty hectic last night multiple times. And I heard my first ever PDS tornado warning, which is a crap hitting the fan moment. So thankfully it was not too close to us, but close enough. So there's our pond. It is really filled up since that rain. We got an inch and a half of rain just from those storms, and it's still raining. All right, it is March, and it's not really late into March. It's still pretty early, and we've already got blooms. So this little bush right here is trying to bloom. So it's a bit early for this, but hey, I'll take it. So unfortunately, it's gonna be getting below freezing again. Yesterday it was almost 80 degrees here. Right now it's barely 50 degrees, and I'm a little cold. So we're gonna have more snow coming. That's why they call it March Madness, I guess. The weather's just insane. It's just the biggest roller coaster hills you've ever seen for weather during this time of year. All right, here's some more blooms right here. In fact, all these bushes behind me have blooms on them, and then other areas also have the similar blooms. So that's really cool. So Mother Nature's really adaptable, and maybe a bit confused right now. Hi, Luna. Baby.